Greetings! I was just thinking about the artist Christo and his work with environmental installation art. I really enjoy how he chose to transform nature through his installation work. The brightly colored fabric created a bold contrast against the natural settings. It got me thinking about our next art style, earth art, otherwise known as earthworks or land art, and the artists working in that style. Unlike Christo, they chose to work with nature, often using natural building materials, and creating permanent structures, which change over time with exposure to the elements. While I enjoy Christo's style, his work is temporary, and I'm intrigued by the artists who create earth art, which factors in the effect of time into the equation. Artists who created land art during its heyday in the late 60s were protesting the rise of consumer culture and the tackiness of pop art. They wanted to move art out of museums and galleries. Many of these artists got their inspiration from the geometric shapes, repeated patterns, and line work found in minimalist art. Robert Smithson's spiral jetty is a perfect example of earth art. He created a winding path of black stones and dirt which projects into Utah's Great Salt Lake. Over time, the spiral turned a rusty red color due to the algae and chemical waste in the water. It's this transformation which fascinates me and makes earth art much more enjoyable. Smithson once again explored the combination of land and water in Broken Circle. Notice how, in the top half of the circle, the line is created with dirt, and the bottom half is created with water. This incorporates an interesting play between positive and negative space. The positive space would be the dirt, and the negative, the water. Another famous earthworks artist, Andy Goldsworthy, creates smaller, less permanent art. Using natural materials like leaves and sticks, he creates interesting patterns and concentric circles, showing radial symmetry. He has also created large and small-scale works using stone. Photography enables his work to be documented, as exposure to the elements scatters the materials quite easily and quickly after their creation. One of my favorite earthworks is The Lightning Field by Walter DiMaria. He installed 400 stainless steel poles into a 1-mile grid of barren land in New Mexico. The rods act as a target for lightning, and when hit, can become subject matter for breathtaking photographs. Unlike land art, which allows the earth to reclaim it and change the work over time, the field remains under maintenance and restoration. The site is a very rural location and can only be viewed by visitors with reservations, and only 6 months each year. Like Walter DiMaria, many artists who create permanent or semi-permanent earth art choose to do so in a remote location. Unlike his use of steel poles, other artists prefer to build only with materials found in that location. Think of it as the earth speaking to them, the natural settings sparking creativity and imagination. In the US, it's popular for artists to create works in deserts and prairies of the Southwest, as much of that land is untouched, undeveloped territory. Earthwork artist Heiser describes the land as peaceful and religious space. Another enticing factor is that earth art cannot be purchased, and there's no admittance fee to view it. This links back to the original motivation for earth art, to move far away from consumer culture promoted by pop art.